Alright, we're going. So I've moved a few things around, and I've played a little bit, and incidentally managed to level up my renown again. And unfortunately, that got me a cutscene that I was not recording and was not streaming for. So, the bees are now over here. They'll have to move. So, broadly for that, speaking for that, the character's brother, Dianthus, in this case, showed up outside of the crypt, basically, where you go to get renown stuff. And he goes, "Oh, hey, you know, it's been forever. Look how much you've grown. The game clearly has expected you to have traded some more years of your life by the time you reached this point," which I have not done because reasons. Don't worry about it. You should I am now, like, the master of exploration. I can teach you a thing or two. That's my job. That is my job. That is my task in this world, in this, setting. Come meet me at my home. So, we're going there. I saved that specifically for actual gameplay. Because that seemed like it was going to be important. That seemed like it might be somewhat plotty. So let's see, what are we doing, where are we going, broadly speaking? I need to go and meet the brother. This is just the leveling the thing. Nope, nope, nope. I do need to give that guy his thing. It doesn't seem to actually be a story task, weirdly enough, so I guess we're just gonna have to go to the place and see what comes up. Yeah, because it's just not showing up in there. So, real quick, just gonna take care of one or two things here, like picking up any more jobs that there might be. I genuinely don't know if I have a whole bunch of that. I have that. That I can do. These might take a while. I am not touching paranormal activity if I can help it from now on. There is just too much cost in doing mean things to villagers and making them hate you. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. Thank you very much. Even if it does good things for the friendship of the villager who put up the job. You know, just does not matter. Just doesn't matter to me. Not gonna happen. Anyhow, that's being done. Looks like this is done for the day. Let's go ahead and grab that. I've had all sorts of moss growing in this tree stumps because I've learned how to do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how close we can take the rootways. Because I know that the area that I need to go to, I've been there before. Looks like Cunning Plots is having an ogre thing problem. I have to take care of that too. Anyhow, the place that I need to go is Stone Crown. It does have a rootway, and there he is, living there. Okay, so rootway helps. I know that there was a goddess statue, like, construction project that completed, but I have not been out there to fully complete it. Let's go to Stone Crown. This is a real spooky looking area. Listen to this music. Anyhow, up there is another of those dark woods. I think it's a higher level one that I really want to be messing with right now. Goddess statue, I believe is, yep, right here. Let's go ahead and get that going. Boom, done. I can now go here with apples if I do not have a rootway available where I'm starting from. However, I do have both. So when I was exploring, there was this, like, abandoned seeming derelict house right up here. Looks like he is here. I saw hobs in bushes. Chopping down long grass can sometimes yield brass. Visit Dianthus to acquire. Interesting. I do indeed have an awful lot. Oh, you need 2-star. Interesting. Alright. So now I can get money by chopping long grass. Cool. Okay. Campfire. Gather around your own campfire, save your progress, and skip forward to any time of day in an instant. So you don't have to go hunting for one. Jar finder. 2 times jars and dig spots. Knockers are in the deep mines. I have not gotten there yet. This is good for mining stuff, it seems. Nature's Bounty I want to get at some point. But that's alright. That's alright. I just flat out do not have any night berries, unfortunately. Oh, I'm out of those, but I can give a higher star rating one. A whistle root I have no idea where to find, so night berries and whistle roots I apparently need to level that up. I don't have permission to take this. Alright, fine. I suppose. Anyhow, so, yeah, he's living up here now, and I thought for sure there was a quest tied to it, but apparently not. Apparently it's just, hey, if you want master points in something else, this is a source now. Alright, okay. So in that case, really most of what I have to do is quests and just kind of seeing what, if anything, prompts the next story bit, because I'm gonna assume it's leveling up the renown. That seems to be the system at the time. At this time. Let's see. Where's my root way? There it is. I knew I was in the right area, but had no idea anything else. Alright, cunning plots looks like there's going to be trouble. I should probably go and take care of that, to be quite honest. However, I also do want to finish up Edward Wood. No root way. I can take a root way to Poppy Hill and pop up there and see if I can find Edward and give him his fish. And then I'll come back and deal with the horrible monsters. Let's go. So, this is autumn. This is autumn in the game. I'm not completely in love with the colors, I'm gonna be very honest. But it's okay. That's just a me thing. Okay. What are you guys doing here? Gift and task. Awful tench. Alright, you enjoy that, if you can. Honestly, it sounds atrocious. But whatever. How is this going? Progress is happening. Energy should be enough. So, quite frankly, I think that that's going to be fine. It's just a waiting game at this point. Okay. Where do I go next? Where do I go next? I could take the root way and go and take care of whatever that one terrible, terrible problem is. Oh, I need to find Livingston because I did find his thing. Celia Salt lost to Nida effigy in Poppy Hill. Frankly, I'm already there. I just have to pop south and I am right there. I love how this guy walks his dog. He's always out walking his dog. It's so good. Alright, what have you got? Oh, you're just being very happy. What the hell? I vowed to get him back. Could you annoy him a bit? We're Edna. I'll love you even more if you do. Alright. I've already maxed out friendship, but sure, I'll prank the teapots. By the way, I got the entire sordid tale from them, about them and the kettles. Because, let me bring up the character screen just so I have a visual reference. Where is my... Do I not have a list of characters? I thought for sure I did. Hold on. Here. This should be it. Vale. Okay, okay. Alright, where are the kettles and... Alright, there's kettles. And teapots. So, we've got Edna and Edward teapot. And then we've got Holly and Ignatius kettle. And you'll notice there's some age differences here. And the way it happened, apparently, is Ignatius was married to Edna. Edward was married to Holly. Holly and Edward moved into the same neighborhood, and for whatever reason, suddenly there seemed to be double affairs happening. Holly and Ignatius, and Edna and Edward. So then the respective couples split and recombined into these sets, and there has been strife in the land ever since. Jeez! Also, what the hell, Edna? What the hell, Edna? You were, what, 75 when you gave birth? No! No, wait, that's right. This world doesn't do giving birth. This world does the stork, so never mind. That is not the issue I thought it was. She's fine. She did not, take that risk. Give her still. Still. What a way to live. Alright, frankly, I do not have those flowers. I do not have night berries. And I also don't have garlic. Those are gonna live in my never-ending list of tasks until I stumble upon the things that I need. Okay. That's right, I was looking for an effigy that's been dropped on the ground, and I should be- oh, never mind, there's quests to be had. Or, actually, friendship levels. Are you trying to befriend me because you like being around strong women? No? I come from a long line of powerful smiths. I am convinced I am a descendant of the right, one of the grandmasters. Fables of old tell of strong woman called Hammer who quested with some hero in a realm far away. I changed my surname in her honor. Okay. Yeah, this is just basically because I leveled up friendship with them. Do you think my hair looks good? Hannah says it always looks really shiny and healthy. I think it must be due to where I grew up as a kid. I'm the daughter of a family from Pine Shade up in the north, you see. Around there, it's all beautiful scented pine trees and clustered of fragrant wildflowers. I would forage and use what I could find to make beautiful shampoos. Alright, cool. Oh, well, we get a full flashback for this? Okay. Okay, what are we doing here? Alright. Okay. She's so happy. So happy. And then... an amazingly deep brown. Don't. No. No. My hair seems to have survived the smoky forage. Must be top quality, don't you think, all those shampoos? I used to visit my parents up there and forage, but when the bridge to the north collapsed, I couldn't get to see them. I heard a dragon did it, and nobody dared fix it. I bet its breath is not as hot as Hannah's forge. I mean, surely. Surely. Ha! Sometimes it goes all wobbly and gives you a cutscene because it's very important. Sometimes there's just a joke in there that they could not resist and could not share in any other way. Alright, where's that little effigy? It's on this map somewhere. I'm looking for a tiny cluster of pixels in the middle of very detailed pixel mapping. I think that's not the way to go. I'll take a poppy while I'm out here. Why not? Oh, wait, there it is. Got it by accident. Okay. Woo! Oh, I also have a new... hold on, I have a new lantern lens. Hold on. That's that one, and that's that one. Okay, so the swirl is the old friend that I'm not shopping from currently. The dots are new. Let's see where this goes. I forgot I got that. Let's see where this goes. We're in Tir na Nog! The land of eternal youth. Oh, here's the thing about Whistleroot. Summer and autumn. Okay. It is autumn and I have not come across any Whistleroot yet, so... Sorry, I'm just drinking it in. Gladys. Well, pingy-pangy plip-plops if it isn't a human being. Welcome, Fellchild. My name is Gladys. And you are Larkspur? I am the official tour guide for this beautiful land. You look like one. I see the little flag on your hat. Why don't you have a look around? I will happily tell you more. I don't get to do this often, so I would appreciate the practice. I have one job and the only visitors I get are fairies wearing beards and gnomes wearing fake wings. I feel like someone who likes to make goddess offerings. I've done it once. Flip a gnome? We gnomes are terrible at fishing, really. What the heck? This is an entire thing. I can't get through. Can you get through it? Alright, can I go around? No! Alright, well, it figures. No quests for me. Dear God, what is all of this? This is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be honest, because the other one was just... Okay, I have to know. The other one was just this one little area. You go up, you can buy a thing, you leave. That was it. This is an entire other bit of village. What the heck? Come on. Come on, fishies. In this weird bubbling goop lake. I caught flickerfin. Fool's fry, fat, flat fish on a fat, flat fish fryer. Dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, look, a pixie. Or something. I don't see the fish anymore. Hi. Fairy, be wary of that tooth fairy. She trades in teeth. Gru. Okay. Inside that door, you will find Gnome Edmonds. He runs the local gaming establishment. You pop realistic-looking balloons to win prizes. It's a party house. I wouldn't swap it for a shop, and I am out of references. Okay. Gummy mushroom. Can't bear to eat more. Haha, gummy bear, I get it. What the heck? Can we go in? Yes. What is this? We have our next clonk testing on. Squeal or no squeal. And it's a new friend we haven't seen before. Come to try their luck on the game show everyone calls that Pop and Pig Fing. What is this? To play, you need to pay, my friend. But as your first time here, you get to have a go completely free. So friend, oh friend, oh friend. What do you say? All right, I'll play. What a star, I can see you will go far. The rules of this game are easy. Simply pick a pig to pop and out-pop prizes. The last pig you pop plops a prize in your pocket, so pick purposefully. After 3 pops, I will make you an offer. You can keep my offer or keep going. Risk and reward, my friend. What is going on? A greenhouse. Blood few. Apple pie. Just popping in with my offer. Will you take it or try to make it? I'm gonna accept offer. I get a free greenhouse. Copper ore. I think that I only got a copper ore. I'm not sure what that was. I don't think I actually got a greenhouse. I think I got a copper ore. I genuinely have no idea what that game is or how to play it. That was bewildering. Carrying on with whatever the heck all of this is. Okay. Nothing. Nope, I can go around. Okay. What have you got here, Gladys? In this cave is a little grotto where one can mine luminium. It's a light ore, literally. Anything you make with it glows. It's a relatively strong metal. Our tinker once made me a toilet seat from it so I could go in the night and see what I was doing. There's worse ways to have a nightlight in the bathroom, I think. But maybe not easily. I wanna get I'm gonna get some of this. Nice. Alright, I've got the feeling this is deep mine sort of stuff. Usually when a door is in the mines, that's the case. So I'm just gonna grab what ore I can. First of all. Gnome mine key. Alright, so it has its own version of deep mines. Cool. This is so strange. Alright, moving on. Also, I don't know what to make of the fact there's not really much in the way of music. Oh, hey, mapstone. This region has mapstones. Cool, alright. God, I don't know about all the goopy goopy. There does seem to be something there that I want to try and snag if I can. Fishy wish pie. Alright, come here, fishy. Come here, fishy. Fishy wishy, named by a 6-year-old. Sounds like it. Alright, okay. Okay, hold on. I can catch it, I can catch it, I can catch it. Swamflatch. A bizarre fish that is allergic to water but just doesn't know it. Oh no. It reminds me of this thing that I've seen speculative, just this vague thing of, alright, how many people are allergic to something and have no idea because that's just what they expect the thing to be like for everybody. Like people who eat a particular veggie or fruit or something and go, man, you know, isn't it great how it just makes your entire mouth tingle? And other people are like, that is not the normal experience for eating this. What do you mean broccoli is spicy? Alright, how do I catch them when it doesn't want to be caught? Alright. I'm moving on. No, stop flinging it that way. Alright. What is this? Pixie Lotteries Emporium. Oh, this is the bustling center of Tirnanog. You can shop at Pixie Lottery's store or visit our tall tinker. There is plenty for everyone to do, providing you enjoy limited shopping and changing your business specialization. The heck? Songstrel seed. I will take that, thank you. Sunflower seed. I will... What do you mean pork tree seed? What do you mean pork tree seed? Sugar plum jam. I do not have... Feed this to a baby to age at 1 year. Contains plenty of additives. Access special Fey markets with a special token that I don't have enough money for. H. Pepper's naming nut. Hello. I have no idea what some of this is. Hey, I found the fairy realm. I found one of the fairy realms. It's wild. This is Tirnanog. And, fairy bread. Cool. You can just grab that. What is your whole thing? Greetings, fascinating to see you. I'm known around these parts as the Tinker. I can help your business go to the next level with my supreme specializations. Once your business is worthy, simply come see me and we can set you up. Specializations mean you could focus on certain items, get more rep, and unlock new perks. It's all very exciting. Your shop will look fantabulous too. I don't think... Yeah, exotic cures, potion shop, and herbalist. Okay. So I can't afford any of those as of yet. So that's evening, afternoon, dawn. Like, can you only have one of them is now my question. Possibly. My name is Tinker and this is my wife Belle, if only. But there's a tour guide here named Gladys. What is this? Can I take it? It's a fun flower. There's a gummy mushroom. Things here are real weird. Which is kind of to be expected. Songstrel flower, and it makes a sound when you pluck it. Alright, Gladys, what have you got for me now? This is a yum tree. Oh, like from the Jabberwock. So rested he by the, I don't think it was a yum tree, but it was something similar. Maybe it was a jub tree. I'm thinking of something, and I think I might have it wrong. Anyway, this is a yum tree. Here you can collect the wondrous delicacy we call yum. The tree has stood here for as long as gnomes have sat by ponds. The woodland around it was grown from the seeds of falling stars, so they say. Alright. I've gotten yum. I have a bucket full of yum. Wow, you certainly like exploring. You're rewarded for being nosy with this sign. So sue me. I like reading the signs. You put funny things on them. You know, what am I supposed to do? How many more? One more mapstone in this area. Oh, okay. I have no idea where I am. Which I guess is kind of the point of the mapstones. Anyhow. I've got one more spot to tour in Tir na nog. So there's one more appearance of Gladys that I have not clicked on yet. I think this was the area I started in. Yeah, this is where I came in. There's a chicken auction that I am completely missing because I am fascinated by whatever's going on here. Also, I can't go through the stupid big thorns. Blood moon tonight. Yeah, okay, I'm not going into combat, thank you. Good to know. Alright, this was the weird game show area thing with the balloon pigs, and I've got no idea what's happening. I swear, for some of these things, I need just a little bit more of a out of character, hey, this is what's going on with this thing, explanation. Just a little bit. Alright, I've gotten that mapstone. There's that pond with the weird glowy thing. This is the market center with the shop and stuff. The other mapstone was north, probably. I need to go south. Yeah, it's up here. So where is the... Oh, this looks like an area I haven't been. Cabaret du Fay. Open day 10 at 8 p.m. VIP token holders only. That's a token that I do not have the funds for. I love how the lights are flashy. Oh, sugar plum. Cool. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I cannot believe they threw this entire new area at me. Chop gooey. Oozes flavor. Alright, here's the final Gladys. This is our fairy fountain. You can collect cleansing water here. It is very refreshing. They say the water is the saliva of the Fey goddesses. Tasty. Why? Interact with it, and if you have an empty jar or a metal bucket, you can take your fill of the purest water. I do not have any more empty buckets. Little sap. Can't go any further there. Alright, I have mostly explored Tir na nog. There's still a mapstone in here somewhere that I have not come across yet. It's gotta be... Surely... There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Let me at it. Let me at it. I want a map. So. Yep. Yep. In mining, we've got whatever that is. We've got this shop. We've got the specializations, and we've got the pig popping. Well, gee. Okay, and then we've got that blocked off area that I can't get through until I manage to cut crystal thorn vine things, and I still don't know how I get to do that. Well, this was wild. Carrying on. Okay. Absolutely nuts. Now, I'm glad to know where that goes now. What the hell was I gonna do? I found somebody's Nidus Glory. Now I just need to remember who it was supposed to go to. Okay. I could take a Songstrel flower to Harry Buckle. Or Jeremy Smith. Celia Salt dropped the effigy. So, okay. I think Celia Salt is somewhere in this region. I can't remember for certain. Yeah, she's up there. Gilt Hearth. There we go. Okay. That takes care of that. Who else is somewhere? You're not there. Okay. Where the heck do I find Harry Buckle? Alright, if I go to world map, be able to kind of click around the area. Is Harry Buckle out here or is Harry... Okay. Oh, he's one of the new guys! Alright, okay. Out in Homesteads. Gotcha. Wait a second. Here he is. Here he is. Hey, hold still a second. I don't have garlic. I do, however, have a Songstrel flower that could have your name on it. There we go. There we go. Oh, you need something? Okay, I can do that pretty quickly. And that. Funnily enough. Hold still a second. You've got like 2 different tasks that I need to fulfill. Gimme the stuff. There we go. We're about to become such great friends with him. What is it with YouTube lately and being very slow with my streaming stuff? I swear it's been slow in general. Alright, frankly I should have gotten a little, like, exclamation point thing for, like, friendship up, but maybe not. I once haggled with a merchant so well they paid me to take the item. To be quite honest, it sounds a little bit like somebody offloaded a cursed item on you. But they weren't able to do it for cost. Oh, the chicken auction is starting. Where's the chicken auction? Hold on a second. Hell is the chicken auction? Festfield. Where's Festfield? That way! We can still get to the chicken auction. The first chicken might be sold by the time I get there. But we might be able to get a chicken. I've got a chicken coop. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Where is it? Where's the chickens? Where's the chickens? Oh my god, where's the chickens? Guys, we're gonna fail to get to the chicken auction just because I can't find it. There we go. I have no idea what's being sold. The very first one. Okay, they are bidding on the chicken, and I've got no idea what the chicken stats are, so I'm just gonna leave this one be. Alright, this chicken. Henrietta, because of course it is. Speed is good. Quality is bad. Mood is angry. I don't think I want a bad angry chicken. To be quite honest, I don't know what the difference quality is unless it's like star quality of the meat if you kill it. That might be the case. I don't know. Cornflake. Speed is amazing. I want it already. Quality is amazing. Mood is angry. I'll take an angry, amazing chicken. How high will they go on this? How high will they go on this? Am I actually getting this for 25? Cool! I got an amazing chicken for less gold than they were paying for the other ones. Alright. So, speed is amazing, which means that, in theory, I can take it to chicken racing and it might do real good. It might do a real good job. You know, if I ever do chicken racing. So, we now have a chicken named Cornflake. And it's raining absolute buckets. Let's go. Zoom! I believe that I have to get over... Oh, hold on. Soul Buckle sent a gift. Aw. I got an apple! It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma and sprinkled with pixie dust. It's an apple! It's not actually sprinkled in pixie dust, because that seems like a bad thing in this setting. It just kind of does. Alright, so I do not need to go there now. Alright, let's go to Cunning Plots and let's deal with whatever that is. Close. Excuse me. Alright. Well, let's go. Problems abound. Yep. Problems absolutely abound. Where's your stupid totems? Where's your totems? Where have you made the mess? I've got to clean it up now. I swear I hear something. Is it over the bridge? There we go. Something's completed. I have to find that. Where? Where, oh, where, oh, where? What do you mean there's a Samhain dance in 2 hours? Where do I find that? What the heck? Event undiscovered. Okay. So apparently there's an event going on that I don't know anything about that starts in 2 hours and in-game, and quite frankly, I am right now just at, there we go. I'm trying to fight these things off. So I might not make it, whatever it is. Oh dear God, not more of these things. Oh, I hit too soon. Oh, bugger. Oh God, I can't, anything. I can't do anything, guys. Guys, I can't do anything, I'm stuck. I am frozen in place. Oh no. Well, that went badly. Oh, I had the wrong weapon on too. Alright, 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 alright. I need to remember to hit tab immediately so my weapon goes to the better sword and not the worse one. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's, Okay, we just barely made it by spamming. Okay. Hi. Can't say I'm very fond of these things. Yay, I got 10 whole things. Samhain Samhain dance starting. Okay, is there only one? No, there's multiple. Bugger. This is with big one. So I've got no idea where this dance is being held. Or anything of the sort. Okay, okay. Make sure I've got my right weapon on, real quick. I hate it when that happens. Come on! Oh, come on! I'm blocked! Alright, blocking is my only hope. Quite frankly. Nope, that's gonna kill me. I should have dodged. Heck! I don't like these. I don't like them. Come on! Come on! I keep hitting block and it's not working! Oh, come on! Huh. God damn it! I double clicked. No. No, 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 no. I get 10 things. I get 10 points of reputation for clearing one of these, but I lose 5 every time I die. So if I die doing this like twice, I'm already at a no win. Okay, okay. Okay, I've got a chance. Maybe I've got a chance. Oh, come on, I blocked. Did I not block? Alright, you have to go just before. Alright, I broke even on reputation for that one, I'm pretty sure. Just like the last one. These are awful. Absolutely awful. I don't like them. I don't like them so much. So much. Alright. At the very least, they don't actually cost me lives to do. Get my right sword on. Oh, come on! Did I not? No! No. Oh, the stupid fights. Stupid fights. Die quickly? Please. Oh, come on. The timing on these is incredible sometimes. By which I mean, what the hell are they doing? Thank goodness I blocked! I actually might have come out ahead on that one. in terms of reputation gain. Oh, 25! Cool. Even better. Fish. Fish. Fish! That was not intentional. That could not have been intentional. I do not do things like that on purpose. I just got a lot of fish. Alright. I don't think I get bonus things for them all being stopped on the same thing. I think it's just, I just got a lot of fish. Okay. Okay. Alright, so apparently there's a Samhain dance going on, but I've got no idea where. I also don't know where my, let's take a route way. And just kind of see where I end up. So, if I were to guess, it might be in, like, a festival green. If anywhere. The question is it going to be festival green, fine fair, or fest field? If anywhere at all. Or is it just going to be up in the dancers? I've got no idea. It could be within the towns. Let's do some quick traveling via routeways. Just to see. I'm not seeing anything going on right here aside from it being very blood moon colored. The maypole certainly isn't in use. This isn't. Okay. Whatever's going on doesn't seem to be here. I will say, if anybody is watching and knows something, feel free to say it in the chat where I need to go for that, because I am deeply curious. But I have not discovered the event, and so I don't actually know where to look for it. I'm gonna go up to the dancers via Fine Fair, and I'm just gonna see if maybe that's it. Because I kind of want to see the thing. If I can. Bugger, which way? Oh, that way. Okay. It's a good distance over that way. Okay, come on. Let's go. There's of mellow fields. There does not seem to be any kind of Samhain dance going on up here. Huh. Maybe it's within a main town. YouTube has once again decided that I'm not putting out enough information for it to stream smoothly. So you might be getting stop and goes. I swear, again, YouTube has had so much trouble buffering for me lately. Alright. If it's not in any of the festival fields, I'm gonna assume it's not in Fest Field either. I don't know. Where do I go for this, like, apparent festival that's supposed to be happening? No, everybody's gone to bed. Everybody's gone to bed. Did I miss it? I missed it. I missed it. Alright, I clearly have not... I've just missed the thing. Alright. Okay. Huh. So, I can go unveil a build in Nida's Glory, so I can at least go do that. But, yeah, I'm now deeply, interested in what the heck is going on with the Samhain dance that apparently happened and I hadn't discovered and didn't know where to go for. Hello, how are you? Oh, I've got mail. Quill's having an annual vegetable show. Alright. Fine fair on the 12th day of autumn for more exciting details. Bring your best veggies. Cool. Alright. Alright, let me sip. Last time you saw me, I've done something about it. I've got a bit of a bad mood from working for you right now. Could you look at ways to help me? Like hours, pay above expectations, or even a small gift? I'll leave it with you. So, yeah, Lemmy is not happy working for me. This game is something called Kynseed. It's, I wouldn't necessarily call it a cozy farming game, but there is a farm involved. It's a little bit more on the slightly spooky fairy tale vibes of things. Basically, everything has fae are everywhere. The world is kind of run by these fae goddesses. You have a farm, you're raising animals, you're kind of building up the community a bit, and people are absolute weirdos. Like, this is a new one who I just built a house for. What is up with your face? Poppy seed. Oh my god. Oh, hello, sapling. See, this. It's a little bit darker, yeah. Like, there's some weird humor, and there's a lot of, like, yeah, you can grow your vegetables, you can own a shop, you can advance things, but sooner or later, like, you are outright in a fae contract, which says that when you turn 50 years old, basically, it's all over. The fae gets to own you. However, you get to pass down all of your ownings and expertise and stuff to either offsprings or an orphan that gets adopted or something like that, and guide them spiritually. So basically you can play through multiple generations of game. And you don't have to get all the way to like 50 years old with a character, because you can like pay for upgrades and advancements in years. And I've been not doing that, but I should at some point, because there's some stuff that I should probably get, and I do want to advance the game a little bit in that regard. The Jabberwock is at large. That's going to be a problem I'm going to have to deal with. There's hints of things like dragons. There's combat, which I was doing earlier. It's a complicated mix of things. What the hell, Poppy Seed? What do you mean you look like a person who could show the girl the darkest corners of the forest? Why? We should go explore them sometime. Why? Why? What the hell is going on with you? Well then. Jeez. Hey, you are a silky-voiced siren. Are you so flirty with everyone you meet? I have done nothing. I am sitting here on a pig. I don't know what are you looking at? Or do I sense something special going on? Well, I'm feeling a delightful tingle in my throat that makes me want to sing. I'm so happy to meet you all the same. Have fun with that. Bye. Have a good one. Bloody hell. Yes, there is also, as you perhaps might surmise from that, a romance aspect of the game. Like, you can romance a character, you can get married, you can have kids, or if you don't want to do that, you can just adopt. One way or another, your line will continue, even if it's only symbolic through adoption. But, oh boy. The character models are a little funny. Anyhow, I need to be... Where do I need to go from here? I've got no idea. Okay, these are builds that I could do, so I should probably look at some of these. I've got some things in the circle and burial grounds. Oh, I think this is stuff that I just don't have materials for, to be quite honest. I could get stalls up. I might be able to do a Willow Down windmill, but I'm okay on that. And then the Twin Gardens has a bunch of statues and stuff like that. Rivermore Goddess, Shingles Goddess, Moss Whisper Bridge, Marsh's Greenhouse 1 in the Twanging Gardens. I don't know that I have a concise answer for what type of games I do, because I just kind of do whatever interests me at that moment. So, like, I've done some farming sim games. I've done some technically, like, platformy style games like Greece and Neva. I've done some slightly more tactical things like Nine Kings. So really, the answer is honestly just whatever I happen to have in my game library that I feel like playing and sharing. So, I do not specialize here. I'll say there's directions I don't tend to go, like, namely, Dark Souls. I would be so bad at it. There would be no advancement, there would only be death. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I try to make titles or covers on the games so that it's visible, what is being played, at least broadly. Though I have done a few things... Oh, I should find this guy. I have done a few things recently that have been, like... I did half of the game as a, I did, like, half of the game playing Nine Kings, and then half of the stream... And sorry, not half of the game. Half the stream playing Nine Kings, half the stream playing Kynseed, or something like that. Just because Nine Kings, while it takes a little while, it's not necessarily something that I'd want to do, like, for a full stream, necessarily, unless I want it to be a fairly short stream altogether. I need to get to Mellowbrook to get that. Which means... Currently, I think in Night is Glory, I think I need to use a goddess statue to get there. Yeah. Alright. Okay, goddess statue it is. There's like two forms of fast travel in this game. At the very least. And one of them... Oh, no, no, no. Horror games do not lie. I do not... What do you mean clowning around? You brought this upon me. You brought this upon me. You start going, oh yeah, horror games. I love horror games. No, I don't. And then suddenly we've got a clown with a hook for a hand come up and drop stuff. What the heck is going on there? I got an achievement for it. I don't know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. And frankly, I've got no idea where that clown went. Like, what the heck? The music is still going, which makes me think the clown is still out here. What is going on? It just ran up to me, dropped a blow to stuff, and then took off. Yeah, don't you smile like that. What kind of... What is going on? What kind of weird autumn night is this? I don't remember what's in this door, but I kind of want to go through it just to see if it stops. Okay, it was just a little room. There was probably something in here that I already got. Okay, the clown music is over. It's gone. This game is full of surprises. And by that I mean I am bewildered. Extremely bewildered. Just gonna buy a bunch of sunflower seeds. Okay. I don't think there's anything else that I'll get barley seeds. I don't think there's anything else that I really need here. I should probably get back to my farm. There's a route way over there, which is the free option of travel. The other option technically costs an apple, which is not bad. All things considered. Nope. Got stuck in the blacksmith shop. Okay. I should probably go and take a look at my shop. I own an apothecary in here, and it's been a little rough, so I gotta go and see how it's doing, because Lemmy Sip is very unhappy. Poor Lemmy Sip. No, I didn't want to open it. Please, I was trying to get the time. There we go. Alright. We're actually gaining fairly solid profit and reputation from some stuff. So it's actually not going too badly. I could probably get another person hired. I just don't know if he wants more hours or fewer hours. Oh, I've got a perk point. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do some staff training. There we go. Okay, so I think I might want to... Why are you so angry? Change pay? Your apothecary level is not going up. Set expected. He wants 12. Okay, I can do that. I might hire somebody else. Okay, hold on. What is it that I need? I need Constitution and Intelligence for this. So, frankly, I need to find some people who have decent con and int. Which is a whole other can of worms. Oh yeah. I definitely like my magic and my fairy tales and things like that. You got that right. What the hell? Pappy Cow has Constitution and Intelligence that's quite high. Doesn't like me much, but, you know, whatever. Do I want to get the old man in here? Or Isaiah Green? Also has pretty decent con intelligence. I mean, God. Ignatius Kettle? Where is all this coming from? What the hell? Alright, okay. Alright. Boots Winters, he used to work in here before I ended up buying it, so I think I honestly want to grab him, because he's even better. Let's go for him. Hire. Lemmy, I wish that I could fix this, but I don't know how. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some, let's change the hours a little bit. Let's do more of a that. What type of magic do I like? I don't know for certain how to answer that. Oh, I can only have one at a time. Interesting. I don't know for certain because, let's see. How would you categorize things to answer that question? Because there's like sort of that hard magic where the magic is almost science and it's following very specific rules, that kind of thing. There's soft magic where it's a little bit more loose, it's a little bit more things can happen because it's magic. There's, I don't know, elemental systems can be interesting. Let's I like the kind of magic, I think, that plays well with whatever narrative is being put forth. Kind of like dark light, kind of like elemental forms of magic or mystical forms of magic, like tabletop damage types or RPG damage types. Because if that's more the question, it still depends on how it's being used narratively and in, like, a system, of course. But I feel like I have to answer something in the realm of, like, nature magic, if that counts. I like my growing things. I like star aesthetics. I think we should put some fun flowers out here. Yep. Oh, hold on, there's chicken racing happening? I might have to, go and check that out. Oh, a couple of these need water, a couple of them don't. Because I have a chicken that apparently has amazing speed. Right. So I've got to go find that. However, it also has a bad mood, so it might not want to cooperate with me right away. So yeah, I think that nature magic is probably the easiest to answer. Or the answer that makes the most sense, like, just off the cuff. But yeah, you gotta show me what the system has. You gotta show me what the various options actually are. Because I'd say there's probably a system in which it's like, oh yeah, the nature magic is okay, narratively and mechanically. In a game, or in a story, or whatever have you. But it might be outstripped for my interest in personal taste by something like, oh, I can play something that uses, like, star magic, or something like that, and, you know, maybe that'll win out. Let's see, Melanie says, has my dad spoken to you? I can sense something is wrong, I'm just not sure what it is. You have the air of someone who people can confide in. Could you talk to him? I need to know what irks him so. I see him smiling and joking with the customers, but I can feel his soul is as empty as the keg come closing time. Hello. How you doing? Don't mind that the character just said goodbye as I said that. I am playing something called Kynseed. It's like if you took a cozy farming sim and then went, what if we cranked up the dark fae Halloween vibes on it all the way? Toby, I chatted with our Melanie and cleared the air. Couldn't hold it back any longer. Okay, so I didn't even need to intervene. You were already there. Good. Alright. Help an old fool out and find me some barley. It's been in short supply. 3 lots should do it. I think I've got that. I do. Alright. Okay. So if we're talking magic system, power system is fire, ice, earth, lightning, and water. Okay. Let's see. With those options... Oh, thank you! I made the character model myself. It's just a collection of stuff that I like the look of. Oh gosh. Magic system, element system. If I were to pick one... I'd almost want to say maybe Earth, kind of in keeping with the whole nature theme just a little bit, assuming that's part of it, which is an assumption on my part, because Earth could just be good at fling rock, for all I know. And that might just be the case. Chicken and pork. I don't know. I don't think I'm, like, cool enough for something like lightning. That's for cool people. Fire is for somebody who is a lot less mellow than I am. Ice is only if you want to be locked in an eternal rivalry with whoever has fire, and I don't think I have it in me to do the eternal rivalry thing. I just don't. You know, I could make a go of it, but... I think that earth and water are going to be the most mellow, and water feels likelier to lock you into, like, the nurturing healing role in some ways, though I suppose earth could also make a go of that. Oh, I'm getting so much mail. I'm so popular today. Alright, we're getting all sorts of gifts. Oh, I've got a classy chair in my catalog that I can decorate with. Awesome. Huh. What would you pick out of that particular element power system list? I guess assuming all things equal about it. Earth sounds good to me. I think I'd like to be a little more grounded. Is awesome. Is pretty powerful. Anything that lets you kind of mess with some thermodynamics is going to be a little weird. To that effect, I could see an argument for ice. Just because then it's like, alright, how are you freezing things? Is that energy going somewhere? Do you get to use it for anything else? Oh, goddammit, I forgot the chicken racing! Well, it's already starting, so we are not entering our chicken this week. That's alright. I am very easily distracted, and that's all there is to it. Okay, I've got so many garden plots to plant things in. We are gonna put wheat over here because I've got 60 of them apparently. I have so many of these seeds. Gotta need to reorganize everything. Okay. Wheat is in. I want to know what the pork tree seed is. Can I grow pork? I think I can grow pork without having to kill the pigs. Okay. Huh. Cabbages? This game is so weird. So I've got pork trees now. I cannot wait to start growing chicken bushes. And who knows what else? Alright, those don't need to be watered, but these do. I should probably go feed all my animals, because it's been a while since I've been home. I've been running around hither and yon for a good bit. Okay. Okay. Feed Monty. You're okay. You're okay. That being said, I don't know if I have a lot that I really... There we go. You're doing well. Feed Bearded Wonder. There's gonna be so much cabbage being fed to things. Butterscotch. Hammond. Miss Piggleton. Oh, God. Pig poop. Excuse me while I go take care of this. I really should move pig poop to make pig tree grow fast. I really should move my my pig poop keeper building down to where all my animals are. Just because it's such a long way to run. No, there's so much. There's so much of it. Oh, the things this game makes you do. Yeah, there is so much back and forth in this. Here we go. And really, it's just the fault of my own layout. Alright, well, I think I missed. Anyway. So, I have a chicken now. Hello, Cornflake. Aw, your mood's pretty good, actually. Look at you. Who's a happy little chicken? I gotta get a sheep at some point. I am all set up for these various animals. I just gotta grab them. Just gotta purchase them whenever the market comes around. Okay. So, do you want to see the latest cooking minigame that I've discovered and I hate so much? So these are called broths. Do you want to know how you make a broth in this game? Let me show you how you make a broth in this game. We're gonna craft one. So you see how there's a timer up here? This thing is timed. If you do not complete all 3 ingredients and get them into this pot by the time the sand runs out, the whole thing just fails. So, how does it work? Observe. Close the thing, pop it in, and then you have to timing. No! And it goes slower every time you miss, so the time runs out faster. Oh, I got it. All right. Do you see how this is hell for somebody who is really bad at reaction timing? Oh my god, I got that in one. I have done this so many times and I have failed so many broths that technically I've become somewhat practiced at it, but the worst is when it's right there. I get it right before, like the pixel before or the pixel after, and then it runs slower. Which in theory means that I might be better at getting it there, but in practice means my timing stays off and the time runs down before it revolves around. It's hell for me. It's hell for me. Other people might be fine. Like, I actually got that one. Oh, it's so bad for me. It's so bad for me. Anyhow, don't love it. Really don't. I should make a gooseberry jam. I've not really had that many gooseberries, so, you know, time to do that. Skill is jamboree, whatever that is. Let's just craft. Cool. We chop the gooseberries. We throw them in, and then we pop the heat up so that it actually stays hot. More gooseberry. Hey! Quit that, quit that, quit that, quit that. Fiddle with the heat, fiddle with the heat. Alright, let's go. Oh, this is not good. Okay, never mind. It stopped just fine. It stopped just fine. Ah! It's enough to count. Good. Alright. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. I think that the heat dipped in places it didn't need to a couple times, but it's fine. It can be accurate feelings trying real-life cooking sometimes. Real-life cooking does not require me to put things into an automatic grinder and then precisely time when I push a button so that it can come out. I just realized the Gooseberry Jam said that the jar is untitled, like Untitled Goose Game. This thing loves its references. This game loves its references. They are having so much fun with these. I probably just could have just clicked either of those and it would have all popped in. Let's craft. I can only craft this many. Oh right, the yield is jamboree. Gotcha. I love that the sugar plums don't need honey because technically they're sweet enough. And also that they sound like bells when you put them in. Swing, 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 swing. Alright. Okay. So yeah, I think you just gotta kind of... There we go. Real-life cooking has its own challenges. I'm not going to say that it's easy. An elfie alternative. But I feel like the lack of certain mini-games makes it preferable. I don't feel the same kind of awful pressure. That being said, I have felt the thing of like, okay, like I've got a thing in the pot and I have not chopped the other ingredient yet to get that in there, which is a little bit of a mistake, to be honest. Pre-chop your ingredients. If I were to recommend anything, pre-chop your ingredients. Just have them in little bowls on the side so that you're not sitting there going, oh no, this part is cooking and I need to add this next thing in this many minutes. It's taking longer than I expected to actually get it ready. Yeah, that is very much a feeling. See, in real life, you do have the option of, like, pre-cutting, pre-measuring your ingredients. You can do the thing, technically, if you have the bowls and the receptacles and stuff for it, that you kind of see TV people or YouTube people who are cooking do, where they're just like, all right, we're gonna add a little bit of this seasoning, we're gonna add a little thyme to this, and they take a little clear bowl that has the thyme pre-measured, and they just sprinkle it in so they're not like measuring things out on the go. It can be done in real life, and it can help, honestly, to do it that way, from what I found. However, I don't always think of that. So, you know, no blame if you don't. Because it is hard to keep track. Alright, I just flat out do not have a bunch of ingredients for several of these. Oh, for fairy bread I need another sugar plum. Hey, it's actual fairy bread. It's got a wing and everything. Oh, DC or Marvel? Honestly, not things that I follow super in depth, you know? I've seen a few movies. I know some of the bigger players by name and reputation. You know, I know some of the characters that are just really major, and they're like, oh yeah, everybody knows it. It's cultural osmosis. But there's nothing in there that I have, like, particularly strong personal opinions about because I've been immersed in it as much. So, like, you know, I don't know the, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm blanking on character names, even though I know a few. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know they do some stuff with, like, magic as a thing in universe. Things like, oh, is it Scarlet Witch or something like that Marvel has? Things like that. Like, I am vaguely aware of it. But I just am not very in-depth on basically whatever's going on with it. We need to move. No, I don't want to destroy it. I want to move it to a different region. Oh, this kinda sucks. Oh, come on. I want to put the pig poo composter down here. Well, that is just flat out going to be a thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's really just lack of familiarity. Lack of familiarity means that I don't have the response locked and loaded in my brain where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I know this character. I am aware of this character. I know their foibles. I know their faults. I know what they're all about. You know, I think it's so cool that this, that, or the other thing. So unfortunately, because of that, I don't have a great response. Now, if you were to ask me my opinion on D&D 5e magical spellcasting classes, I could probably give you an answer there. My broad opinions there are, wizards love the book aesthetic, don't really care for the style of like, prepared spellcasting. Druids and sorcerers, slightly overwhelming, just, again, with the prepared spellcasting, the overwhelming weight of what you could prepare and having to decide what you're going to take for that day, that session, or whatever, without knowing necessarily what's going to happen. Kind of always feeling like you might have taken the wrong thing, or you might have made a wrong choice. I find that a little undesirable for myself, personally. Though I understand that for some people, the flexibility is what makes it. My favorite, personally, has always kind of been Warlock in some ways. Number one, because the flavor is fantastic. Being able to go, okay, you know, I'm going to make a pact with an otherworldly being. Like, that is just straight up roleplay preloaded. That is characterization preloaded. And number two, you have, honestly, a limited number of options, and you have, and so you're just kind of working with what you've got. You take your spells at level up, and that's it. You run with those. You only cast so many a day, but you also, like, get to get your slots back on a short rest, so you're relying more on the cantrips anyway, and yeah. Yeah, I don't have, like, D&D on, like, I've not seen D&D on a stream thing before, unless you're counting things like Baldur's Gate or something, which I tried a little bit of, but I got to a point, number one, I misunderstood how the party system worked in that game, but I got to a point where it was not bad, but I was in a situation, I was in the goblin camp, and I had ended up in a situation where I was committed to destroying everything in the goblin camp, because I decided that Halson would come with me, and so there was no other option. And because I misunderstood how the party system worked, I thought that you had to pick your D&D party at the beginning of the day and stick with that all the way to the next long rest. And so the attrition of getting beat up with limited short rests was kind of rough. I was basically kind of losing a lot of days, a lot of time, because I had no option but to go and find a long rest opportunity basically every other fight I got into. It was bad. I did not realize you could kind of swap party members on the go. That you could send current party back to camp and then get new party out. I was doing the prepared spellcaster thing, where I thought I had to pick all my spells at the beginning of the day and just deal with it until the beginning of the next day. And if I took the wrong one, oh well. So yeah, my actual D&D playing has been more of a, like, it's been online, but it's been just small group, not like shared anywhere, not across Steam. Can I take coriander? I can. Cool. So yeah, just a small thing. But I've been playing the 5e for quite a few years at this point, so I've gotten a lot of familiarity with it. Enough that I am not really interested in transitioning to their 5.5 that they came out with, especially given how messy that all was. Just the way that they tried to release it, the way that they tried to rewrite the, all of the not the rules, but the social contract of sorts with actual players. The thing that was like, the OGL, that's what it was, the gaming license. It was a mess. It was a terrible mess, and kind of soured me on that. Okay, so 5.5 is technically officially called, like, D&D 2024. That's their official name for it. They're like, it's not a 6th edition, it's not a, they don't like it being called 6th edition or 5.5 or something like that. They decided that the rules needed an update. To be fair, the old ones came out in, like, 2014, and 5th edition was, like, one of the longest running editions that existed. So, you know, it was inevitably going to happen sooner or later. However, it was just kind of a mess the way that they implemented everything. And they were outright ignoring, like, a lot of player feedback stuff. To the point that it just kind of had that sour taste left behind. So yeah, I never really went for it after it came out. I just stuck with 5th edition for what it was. Oh hey, a copper sword, which I already have one of. Thank you very much. Cool. Continue. So that's the long and short of that. I've kind of played with some other games as well, related and otherwise, like Pathfinder, things like that. Oh, they certainly do remind you that it's Hasbro and big corporation, and they're only in it for the money and all that. Which, you know, corporations being corporations. But still. Hey, double loot found ahead. Cool. Let's go. Continue. I don't need a break. I'm doing great. Oh no, these guys. I'm doing great until the dryads show up. I'm actually doing great! Good pig. Oh no, not a hag. Alright. Okay. Okay. Hag time. Okay. I stunned her, I stunned her, I stunned her! I got a chance! Yes! So yeah. D&D's all well and good. I am mostly at this point... God damn! What is going on? What the hell? Excuse me a second. Yeah, one of the enemies definitely sounds like Fax Machine, and it is the Dryad. Oh, that thing sure does beep and boop. Alright, I think that I've got a lot of lag happening, with YouTube. Which, you know, it's YouTube being like that. Ah, come on! Oh, come on. Yep. Come on, YouTube, stop doing the thing where it's like, where you say you're not getting enough data. I hate running into these things right as they attack. Oh. Alright, fine. I'm at 19 out of 20 parries in this before I get that done. Yeah, it did very much chug there. It was being rough. I still have the error flag up saying YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So, unfortunately, that seems to just be the way it is. Hey, I've got 100 hobs defeated. Cool. Alright. I gotta look at my challenges tab. It's been a while. Now that I think about it, I think that my shop got a new perk point, and then I got distracted going into town, so I didn't end up getting it. Oh well. I just want to complete a few things. Alright. Give me... Give me the bouncy. Give me the blue fire. Give me the blue fire. No! I need a bounce. Blue. Blue. How am I supposed to destroy the statues when you don't give me blue fire to do so? What the hell, game? I think it's broken. There we go. With 3 seconds to spare. What is that? What is that? Dark Paw. Why? Hopefully it's useful. Alright, easy, easy, easy. I should probably start doing, like, higher level things that give me higher level rewards, and maybe I should look into Midwood, maybe. But I still hate these hags. I'm still having enough of a trouble with the hags. Hey, 20 counterattacks, nice. Favorite magic game. Favorite game with magic. let's see. I can't say this is my favorite of all time just because in order to figure that out, I'd have to sit down and list every single one. I did enjoy... Oh, what was the name of it? I have it in my head. What is it called? I think it's like Witchwood? I think it was called Witchwood. I did enjoy Witchwood. It was kind of more of a, like Slavic sort of fairy tale based thing. Oh, okay, jackpot. Continue. So yeah, I'd say Witchwood. I think that's the one that is most, like, actually magic, like magic is actually a thing. Core and central to the plot. You are playing a witch with a cauldron on her head and chicken legs, and she is running around basically trying to collect the souls of terrible, no good, very bad people for a goat in order to save a young woman. It's all a lot of fun. There's basically nothing in the way of actual combat. The way that you get through dangerous things is you have to craft certain tools or elixirs or what have you, and use them to put a stop to basically anything that might be going for you. You have to neutralize threats, largely, rather than having a hack-and-slash combat system. It's very interesting. I like the lore of the game and everything. Oh, bugger. I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. I can't block. I can't move. I can't block. Alright. There we go. That hag is rough every time. I'm gonna give an honorable mention for Magic the Game to something that's not technically a magical game in its own right, but a game that I think implements magic fairly well into what it is otherwise. I'm gonna take that. I'm definitely gonna take that. Is Fields of Mystria. Fields of Mystria is a little bit more of a straightforward, wholesome farming sim sort of game in many ways, but I feel like they do a good job with the fantasy sort of world it's set in. Like, there's a dragon, there's dragons, there's a implied very deep, rich history to the world with artifacts you're finding and things like that. There's the idea of, like, the mist. There's just a lot of stuff that I want to kind of see more of and understand more of. Oh, you just died, okay. Oh. Oh. I need to wait for you. But yeah, it's one of those things where magic is not the main focus of it. VR magic, I'm gonna say flat out no. VR is not going to be something friendly to me. I get motion sick very easily. So basically until and unless they... Oh hey, here's my jackpot. Witching cloth, ancient cloth, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Basically until and unless they create a VR set, a VR system that has, like, no motion sickness side effects at all, that is gonna be flat outside of my bounds of comfort and experience. Because, yeah, I'm one of those people who, you put me in a car for, like, I can do about maybe 4 hours in a car, and then it starts to creep up on me. Once I exceed the 4-hour mark, just doing nothing, hanging out in the car, I start getting sick. That gets whittled down to about 10-15 minutes if I'm reading anything at all. It makes long car rides extremely boring. I genuinely wish that I could just that I was not nerfed in this way, that I could just have a book there, or have like even like a handheld game or something like that, and just not pass without noticing it. Unfortunately, it had to be weakened somehow. Let's see, what other games have a lot of magic or magic system? I mean, Skyrim's like inevitable. I was going for the word notorious, I think, but inevitable is definitely the right word for Skyrim. It feels correct. Yeah, Skyrim's got their various magic schools and stuff. Really, the only ones that are actually useful in gameplay, I feel, like, as a broad thing, are destruction magic, just because of the nature of the game. Maybe restoration to some extent. And then the other ones are for when you're doing really weird builds. I understand that there's some really niche stuff that you can get into in some of those trees. I'm pretty sure that I've seen stuff about people cheesing Skyrim to hell and back in certain ways by maxing out some school of magic and getting the right perk, but I've only ever played it straight. What do you mean the name of this author is Judy Judge? I just caught that. Laws of Land Quill Part 1. Herbert, you've got some interesting light reading in your house. Our laws are the laws of nature, which is why it's the most natural thing in the world for us to follow them. That is not how people work, but okay, we're carrying on. This world is interesting. These people are interesting. Still, we must answer to the goddesses in the end, and it is their enlightenment of guidance which keeps us from straying from the path and into darkness. While these laws are ingrained in our hearts and minds, there is a reminder for anyone who's recently banged their head and forgotten, and for any visitor from a distant land. Above all else, there shall be no murder. Aquilian's property is their own, and none shall take it without permission, unless they are books and recipes because reasons. This is the stuff where it's like, we are taking the mechanics of the game, and we're just gonna go ahead and, like, make light of them. We're gonna put a lampshade directly on them in the game, because, yeah, you just pick up recipes from people's houses. You just pick up books and they disappear once you read them. So it's implied they're, like, taken? But also, if you click on somebody's, like, crops or something and you don't have a good enough friendship level to have permission for them, the game just tells you, you can't take this, you don't have permission to take this. It's just, yeah, like they say, it's just ingrained. The bounties of nature are finite, so a family may have no more than 3 children, exceptions may be made for those living in a size 100 shoe. That's the orphanage, by the way, is the old lady who lives in the shoe. It goes without saying, but always show respect for the goddesses. To avoid any messy accidents and keep the age rating down, all babies must be delivered by stork. The right day to make an offering is on Goddess Day, days 7 and 14. All dark creatures of Quill must keep to their shadows. That's why you have the designated combat forests and not much else. For your own good, you must never build in the darker corners of the world. None shall marry but those at the age of 18, and don't you try and elope. Systems in the game. Yeah, I can see the VTuber mask looking very Hollow Knight. It was not a deliberate inspiration of mine, but I definitely can see it. Yeah, I have never played Hollow Knight, but I gave the game to my sister as a, I think it was like a birthday gift several years ago. She played it, she loved it very much. She has been looking forward to Silk Song immensely, very excited when the announcement finally dropped, and she has been recently playing through Silk Song. And it's so entertaining to kind of hear her sometimes shouting about how difficult and unfair a boss is. There was a toe on the tree. Didn't like that. So yeah, she's having a great time. And that's all I ever wanted. But yeah, I've never played it, and, not to say that I would not want to, but I feel like I would have about as bad a time as she sometimes entertainingly does, because I am also not great at the precision movement and fighting games. I would die a lot. I would die a lot, and a lot, and a lot. And, like, corpse runs, or boss runs, or whatever. Not my favorite thing. I can do them, but, it's a terrible time. Okay, so that's pretty good. Oh, right, I was gonna look into my, book. What is wrong with you? You are being rained upon. I suppose watching somebody play a game while in pain is fun. I do agree and understand that. But it shall not be this day. Let's go ahead and let's make a higher chance of placebo being successful with that perk point. I love the name of this shop is Queasy Does It too. This game had a lot of being silly with the names. Great stuff. Huh. But yeah, if you want something very similar to me, playing something like a Hollow Knight, Silksong sort of difficulty game, I have played through the entirety of Neva and then Grease, and I think both of them are various videos on my channel right now, including a short that I clipped from specifically a segment in Greece, where I got a little startled. I got a little spooked. Which one of these are midwoods? I suspect the shingles is up to a midwood, but it's not labeled, so I don't know for certain. I could take the route way to the circle, but I've got the feeling it might be on the wrong side of the map. There's not a lot of route ways going up there. Let's travel to the circle and see if I'm in the right place. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. Let's go. Poppy Hill it is. So yes, that's where you can find me, shouting and crying because I am being forced to do, like, precision platforming at speed. Or evade enemy attacks. Unsuccessfully. Repeatedly. I did my best. And I did ultimately get through the games, to be fair. But there was a point or two in... honestly, a lot more in, I think, Neva than in Greece, where I was just outright like, I don't know if I can make it. Just straight up having a bad time. Making it through, I think, is a little more skill, a little more luck than skill on my part, honestly. Less skill, more luck. I want a fish. Come here, fishy. Come here, fishy. I was in a bad spot. Alright. Fishy, come. I'll take a couple coin tail, whatever. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go and do something potentially very stupid. I'm gonna go find out if the thing up here is Midwood. And if it is Midwood. Can I handle this? I don't know if I'm gonna be... I don't know if that's the best ward for this. Forest hag stuff, knob stuff, nymph damage. I've got the feeling Croaker's gonna be a problem. 100% luck, 2% skills. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Because the skills are also supplemented by luck, to be fair. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to be encountering the most of. I've got the feeling croakers are there because of the loot. I've got the feeling nymphs are there, again, because of the loot. I don't know if... I don't know. I'm just going to put on that. This copper sword is the best I've got, so I am not trading it for anything. Bearded Wonder is pretty good. I'm just gonna hecking go for it and see if I die. Okay, okay. A single croaker I can kind of handle. Whew, let's go. Okay, this is no matter what. Ooh, alright. Okay. 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 So the timing might be a little interesting. Because I don't know it. Continue. Oh, this well is much closer. Let's go mid-range. Double damage round or head, go kick their bottom. The double damage round is only for this segment right here, unfortunately. What are you? Oh, jeez. Well, double damage means you go down pretty easy, but that's gonna take 2 hits otherwise. Oh, man. Okay, I am taking some hurts and hits, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually finish Midwood. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Nope, I'm out. I'm done. I'm dead. Which means that I get a stamp. Alright. So basically, if you die too many times in the actual combat zones, you lose, like, some years off your life. Which is an interesting way to add stakes to that. Alright, now I have had a sample of what the Midwood has to offer. That's a lot. Oh, I can, I did get sticky tongues, though, so I can fix this, so I can travel here more readily now. Sure. Toby. And Jeremy. Let's build it. Let's see. I'll go ahead and gift some food into this, just to keep them going. There we go. Harry Potter games. No... I've got a vague recollection of them existing when I was younger, but I honestly did not grow up, like, playing games as much. Like, I've never had a full console or anything, and I remember them being a lot more console-based. The computer games that I played when I was younger were more along the lines of, like, strategy type things. Age of Empires, Age of Mythology. I loved Age of Mythology. I loved being able to throw meteors down upon my enemies. And have a Pegasus, like, explore the map for me. There was a cheat code that could give you a special power called Bok Bok Boom, in which you rained down, like, meteoric chickens instead of meteors, and then they exploded. It was pure silliness. It really was, but I had so much fun when I was a kid playing that. Yeah, that's a different run of nostalgia. So yeah, I think I might have played a part of a Harry Potter game once at, like, a friend's house or something. I have a vague memory of struggling to use a controller and, like, guide the character on a broomstick through, like, rings and hoops, and just missing them constantly, or running into things, veering off course. Like, So I think technically I might have, but not in any way that really counts. What have we here? We've got pork chops. I need more of those seeds. I need to go back to the, bugger. I need to go back to the place, the fairy place, Tir na Nog. And I need to get more pork chop seeds, because, that's way better than exploding the pigs. Oh yeah, for those who have not seen, did not see me play a first look into this game, I think that was, I accidentally killed the original pig of the farm called Truffles. Because various little tips and things in-game led me to feed Truffles a gassy apple, and then shoot him with a slingshot. And, that is a quick and easy way to get pork chops, apparently, in this game. It was, rest in pieces, Truffles. It was a lot. It was quite a thing to happen. I think I need more seeds overall. This is... I got myself set up a second plot here, and it's filling up fast. I'm not going to be doing pig racing. That's alright. Speaking of which, where did my pig go? I got off Bearded Wonder, and he seems to have wandered off. Okay. Yeah, I think that I do need to go and see if Mr. Fairweather will trade me some years of life for, like, a automatic feeding trough, because it's gonna get harder and harder the more animals I get to actually find where they've gone in order to feed them. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Right. I think I have to wait until night in order to get night berries, but I'm not sure how to get them. If they're on the same berry bushes, or if berries transform, or what. What are you doing over here, buddy? Hey, Pot, us brownies do love a good polish. Well, I guess have fun with that. Okay. Okay. A real quick look at the calendar. So, this is the question. If I go in and trade a year for something, do I come back on the same day, or does it shift seasons? Alright, I am honestly going to go to Tir na Nog first, because I want to scrounge for things and maybe buy some seeds. And then I'm going to go back. Looks much nicer in the daylight without the blood moon. Nice. We've got that, shop. Thank you. Ha ha ha. Angled wedge. Okay, chip off the old block, I guess. Okay, okay, okay. I am not ready to get access to the special Fey markets. I will wait until I have a little bit more spare change for that one. Okay. I should probably go fishing while I'm here. Where was everything? That's here. That's gummy. Gummy mushroom. I'll collect some more yum. I've got quite a bit there. Okay. Okay. Had a few empty containers, and now they're all full of yum. Get some more flowers. I think the sugar plums were up northwards. Do I know where I am? No, I do not. Am I gonna look at my map? Only if I need to. There we go. Here we go. Get some sugar plums. Yu-Gi-Oh! Also a no. Again, that's another thing that I know about via, like, cultural osmosis. I know that the localization for English was a little wild because they were trying so hard to be like, no, kids can't understand the concept of, like, deathly mortal peril. We can't have the bad guys threaten Yu-Gi-Oh! With, like, Yu-Gi or whatever, with, like, death. So he's gonna be, like, sent to the Shadow Realm. It's all gonna be, like, the rigged up death games are all just, you're gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm! Oh no! I remember that being a thing that I'm aware of. Absolutely nuts. But you know, what can you do? Yeah, let's see. Growing up, like, I am in a weird little cultural spot, I guess, where growing up, I didn't really have, like, the gaming consoles. We did not have a television, so I didn't watch TV. I guess technically we had a few shows on tape and stuff, but it was mostly, like, little kid things. Oh yeah, for my knowledge and understanding, the 4Kids stuff was notorious. Ooh, I should actually see about cutting down tall grass for coinage. Does it count in here? Might not. I remember, wasn't there a thing of, like, them trying to localize, onigiri in, like, I think it was Pokemon, a Pokemon anime, adaptation? And because they were like, oh no, kids will have no idea what onigiri are, and we have to make it something that American kids will understand. They're like, here's a visual plate of onigiri. Oh man, I sure love filled jelly donuts. I know about the jelly donuts. Was that also 4Kids, or am I misattributing it? Because I very well could be, to be fair. Bugger. He ran away. Yep. I did remember right. You know, I do like occasionally making some jelly donuts. I've got a mold for them and everything. They're really good, that jelly donut, filling. Yep. Yeah, I never got to experience any of those, organically, as it were, you know, as being, like, a kid watching them and then finding out about the stuff afterwards. I just kind of found out that all of that existed well after the time that it ran or aired or anything like that. Like, I was vaguely aware of Pokemon kind of being a big thing when I was a kid, but I never watched it again, the no TV in the house, we didn't have TV thing. And I just got the impression my mom was not, like, impressed with it for whatever reason. So it just kind of never even got, like, the, it never even got onto the list of, here's some stuff we have tapes for. Here's some stuff that we are getting to watch, like, on our own time. I did grow up on quite a few Disney movies, however. I did get to see a bunch of those. One of my old favorites, when I was little, was honestly Sword in the Stone. I loved Merlin and Archimedes, the highly educated owl. Favorite characters, right there. I am supremely jealous of Merlin's ability to pack everything into a single suitcase, magically. Shrinking it all down, stuffing it in, nothing breaks, nothing spills, everything is perfectly intact and very carryable. I'm so jealous. I would, you know, if magic worked in reality, if that specific spell worked in reality, I would memorize every word and I would do the silly dance to go with it. Just for the convenience of entire life packed into one bag if ever needed for, like, moving or anything like that. Because moving is a pain. Thank you, Fairweather. Your progress excites. Your potential seeps across the land like syrup. Soon your sweetness will cover it. It is intoxicating to smell. Terrifying. What have we got? Forget-me-yet seed. Grow wondrous flower that when gifted will reset an opinion of you, good or bad. I know I'm okay. Machine tool. Doubles yield when crafting at the blacksmith. I'm okay. And waste not. Yum yum, double the yield when crafting any cooked food. Frankly, your offerings right now, Mr. Fairweather, do not interest me. Where'd my pig go? He went back home. So I'm gonna be back at some other point. Oh, I think that my lantern is broken. There we go. I'm gonna be back at some other point, and I will check out what you have then. Oh, I've already got such a list, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. Ow, I missed! No, I missed! I think potentially the funniest thing with all of this is that, I wanna say the first anime that I ever technically watched, and I have no memory of how I discovered this, it was on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure it was Death Note. I am pretty sure that I found somebody's, like, part this of that, of, like the YouTube uploads of anime where it's like, Death Note, sub, part 1 of 4, episode this, season this, episode that, and it's like, it strikes me as an absolutely insane way to be like, okay, I'm watching, like, an anime for the first time. Why that one? I don't know. I guess it was big at the time. I had very little idea what was going on. I might have missed some episodes in just the chaos of figuring out the order of them and stuff. I have no clue. I'm pretty sure I got the full story. But it's been a while. Yeah. Not necessarily, like, a starter anime in any way. But there you have it. I watched it. Classy old YouTube uploads, yep. Oh, back in the day when you could actually find everything on there. Now there's not a chance in hell. All the money is in, not allowing people to do that. What on earth is going on here? My Kynseed is... Oh. Increase a stat. Accuracy, barter, charm. Constitution. Combat HP. And apothecary crafting. I think that I kind of want that, to be honest. Elsewhere, sandbox XP gain, weapon XP gain, apothecary crafting. Oh, I don't know. Token. And I think that I've got one for that. Reduces cost of Fairweather items by 1 year. Cool. Alright. Okay. Yeah, give me back my star rating system and uploadable channel backgrounds. Star rating system, God, even more recently, just the fact that you can't see how many downvotes something has. Like, that's valuable information. You know? That's something that tells you very clearly, like, oh yeah, this video is obviously being pushed because it's gotten a lot of attention and everything. Is that attention not good? Is it bad attention? Do you even want to give it your time in that case? But no, we gotta, only good attention can be seen. Oh, I could almost do this. I need more wood. Alright. I need to get wood everywhere. It's amazing how quickly I run out. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and feed Mittens. Mittens is hungry. Feed more Mittens. It's like you can have a little bit less information available to you at all times, which is wild considering what how much information the internet was very much like known or touted for in a lot of ways. Like, hey, you can find out anything and everything. Can you? Not much. Not as much. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, I think that I'm alright on... Oh, look at them all sleeping in their new little sty. Feed. Technically, there's no reason to have 3 pigs, I'm gonna be honest. Technically, there's probably decent reason. Miss Pickleton, you grew up! The reason you want 3 pigs is probably so that you can grow 1 or 2 for fattening, and then ride 1 around as your main mount. I just can't bring myself, like... You know, maybe I could get myself to that point one day where I can be like, okay, it's time for pork chops, but... I am kind of realizing that I don't think that the fairy shop had the piggy pork chop seeds on sale. Unless I missed them entirely, but I don't remember seeing them, so might just be out of luck there. Okay. Okay. I do want to see about this sheep auction. Where am I going? Fine fare. Quality bouncing sheep. I'd like a quality bouncing sheep. Okay. I also need to see if that one guy working at the apothecary still hates me. There's a lot of things to do, and I always forget about half of them. Hold on. Dog is saying, dig there. There we go. I really need to take Dog around more because that's a good way to get free seeds and jars, among other things. Okay, What have we got here? It sings. It makes such noise. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I did get pork trees. Never mind. Whoops, didn't mean to plant that there, but it happened anyway. Okay. Okay. Things are... What are you doing here? You're just hanging out? When did you arrive?
Let me through!
Here we go. This is... I forgot about the vegetable show. Where are my finest vegetables? 4-star cabbage. And a 4-star rainbow mushroom. The others are 3s. So I guess... That. And, I don't know, what's something a little more rare? Probably the gummy mushroom. Yeah, okay. Enter. Okay. So, in the meantime, sheep. Sheep! Let me through, let me through, let me through. Please and thank you. Okay, okay. So right now they are auctioning, this sheep. But the numbers seem to be... I think it's having me catch up, because right now the bid is 37. There we go. What type of magic pet do I want? Depends. I love dragons. I love everything about dragons. However, if dragon is the same thing as cat but can breathe fire, that's a bad idea. You know? I completely missed what speed this sheep can go because of that. So, like, while I am very fond of dragons, I think that I know better than to be like, yeah, I want a pet dragon. I'd be very tempted. Bamber? Speed is good. Quality is good. Mood is friendly. Yeah, please. I want this one. My other option is, like, Magic Barn Owl. And I specify Magic Barn Owl because barn owls actually exist, so it might not count as magic otherwise. But I like barn owls, obviously. You can see I've got one on my right, one on my left. I'll take one or both of those. That's good. Where am I and where am I going? I have no idea. Right, I need to be over here at 3 o'clock for this anyway. You know what, let's slingshot a few people for that one quest. 1, 2, 3, 4. What other magic animals are there that would be good to keep as a pet? Cats are basically magical on their own. I like cats. I have been allergic to cats for all my life. So, maybe someday if I can get around the allergy problem somehow. I want a little black kitty cat. That is the ideal. I don't know. What would you consider a magic pet that, like, you would pick as an option, or just you would think, yeah, that's fair? Ooh. I've got a potentially bad idea for a magic pet. Ooh, lighter dark wolf, yeah. I've got a bad idea potentially for a magic pet, and that is dog that can actually speak telepathically to you, but is still otherwise intelligence of dog. Because maybe you can communicate to dog then that, like, we have to do the bath. We have to. I promise it's not going to hurt you. But the whole time the dog is shrieking into your mind, no, it's bad, I don't like it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Thank you. Alright, judging has taken place. Who the heck are you? Had some marvelous veg entered this year. We can only have one winner. First, though, runner-ups. Okay, I placed higher than 4th. That's good. But yes, the telepathic dog is kind of inspired by the dogs with those buttons, where, it's a little bit up in the air how much the dog actually understands what they're saying and how much they're like, the sound of treat means good things. So I am going to push it whenever I want a good thing. Because I can tell you right now, if my dog had those buttons, or just telepathy, I would be beset by an almost constant barrage of outside, 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 one outside, 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 walk, outside, 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 outside. It would be unending. It's his favorite thing, favorite place to be. Okay, I placed 2nd, cool. Frog the Hermit. Who the hell is Mason Maker? Oh, he must be from that region that I haven't managed to get through yet. I wonder if I can now. Cool. Alright, I got some mushrooms. They make laziness. I got leeks. Cool. I got all my stuff back, and more things besides. What is that? A moxie? Ha. Turnips. Okay. And bogeyman fungus. Snot fair. Alright. 80 reputation from that, so that's good. I just need to participate in more things. Get that reputation up. Anyhow, all that said and done, I want to find out if I can get into Wisp Trail yet. I don't know if I can. Last time I went there, I basically got met by somebody on the bridge that went, "Hey, you don't need to be here yet," and sent me back. Like, it was just not an option for me to go. I want to go see if that has changed at all. It didn't tell me that I needed a certain thing or a certain reputation level or anything in order to get through. So I have no reason to think that I'm gonna be able to do this. I just want to find out. Oh, did I only slingshot one villager out of all those? Oh, I must have just been slingshotting visitors, travelers, and those don't count. Okay. Okay. So the shingles is there. Which is the direction that I want to go. Whoop. Woof woof. Thank you, dog, for pointing out my digging spots. Let's go see if we can get into that region. And if we can't, then, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to where the candles are. Okay. Wisp Trail, Woe Marsh. Page Turner, you need to be going the other way, back to the shingles. I can't get through yet. She's just gonna turn me back every time. Okay. It's just flat out not an option. Okay then. Okay. Okay. The last time I went there was all misty there, and then it seemed to have brought the mist back with me here too. So I don't know. Ah, my statue's done. Yeah, I don't know how to get in there yet. It doesn't tell me. It just says, hey, go back to the shingles. So, I guess it's just kind of a keep advancing the game as you will thing, and, you know, maybe once the reputation levels up, it'll become clearer. You know what, we should go ahead and see... You know what? Hold on, no, I don't want to do that right. I've got my whistle. I've got my whistle. I can call the pig back. I can call the pig back. Let's see if Mr. Fairweather has anything better for us today. Especially because I've got a price discount now of 1 year. Which I'm wondering if that means that I can get the single year cost things for free. Let's find out. Alright, let's see what you've got. No, it's the same stuff as before. And I don't see a price decrease on anything. So quite frankly... yeah, that's nothing I want. Nothing I want. Alright. Bearded Wonder, please and thank you. You've left a poopy here. Thank you. Alright. I have not really looked in on Mr. Fairweather's wares very often, so I don't actually know how often he changes them. Okay. The circle has nothing for me. I thought I'd finished the goddess statue in Stone Crown. Oh, I didn't interact with it. I didn't interact with it technically and discover it. Ah, come on. Alright, well, I'll figure that out another time. Midwood's a little rough for me right now. Aside from, like, quests and things, I don't think I have a whole lot else to do here. I'm gonna go down to the burial grounds, and I'm gonna see what I can find there. Time magic or space magic is a hard choice. They're both really good. Like, time magic, in theory, I can just be like, alright, I have had a long series of days. I want to sleep for a solid, like, I want to be able to rest for, like, 24 hours straight. Like, sleep for 12 or whatever, 10 to 12, and just take it easy the rest of the time. But I don't want to lose any time for, like, getting things done. For chores or errands or because I have work or something. I'm gonna just, like, freeze time for that length of time for everybody except myself, and I'm just gonna spend that time, refreshing myself and doing other things that I want and taking it easy. That's the ideal, right? That's what I imagine time magic could get me. Space magic? If I can teleport wherever I want and never have to deal with actual travel options, actual driving or airplanes or anything else ever again, I would do that in a heartbeat. Honestly, I think that might, in some ways, that might beat out time magic just a little bit. Which could be short-sighted of me in some ways. There can be arguments. But it might personally beat that out for my own preference and everything, especially if it's, like, in a relatively unlimited or with a very broad limit, in fashion. There we go, build. 'Cause, God, the time you would save just on things like commuting, where you just don't have to worry about, you know, losing an hour of your day or whatever driving around places. You can just be like, okay, I am up, I am ready for work. I am going to teleport myself there, basically at the minute mark of needing to be there. I don't have to worry about getting up quite as early. I just get up and go. The like, traveling with flights thing would especially be beneficial, because then you don't have to worry about, like, being at the airport hours beforehand. You don't have to worry about, the time it takes to be on the flight. You don't have to worry about the time it might take on layovers, if that's a thing, if that would be part of the plan. You can just be like, I'm gonna go and visit somebody who lives very far away. And then you just do that. Whoop. Okay, here's one for you. Here's one for you. You asked about magical pets, and there's obviously the cool answer. Let's do the slightly less cool answer. Inspired by the fact I'm playing this game with farming and livestock and things like that. Out of fairly common livestock-style farm animals, I'm talking your pigs, your cows, your sheep, your chickens, ducks, geese, things like that. If one of those was to be your, like, magical familiar, which farm animal would you pick? Given choice. Oh, also physics and relative time passage might be able to get your time dilation via space magic. Okay, like, that is definitely getting into the nitty-gritty. It is a fair assessment. I'm thinking in terms of, like, full-on, we're not getting into the spatial physics and stuff of it. We're just gonna be like, okay, this is your superpower. This is you're a superhero. This is what you can do. But yes, even if you keep it really simple, I think I'd go for space. I think I need to chop more tall grass down. I have been neglecting that since I got the ability upgrade, and it's just not been happening. I also I need more nymph wings. Face magics means magic portal to scratch your own back. You make a compelling point on that, in that regard. If it's just like the portal game sort of magic, and you can just go, okay, portal open here, portal open in front of me, one behind me, one in front of me, scritch, scritch, scritch. I think chicken's a fairly, pretty fair answer. Chickens are highly portable compared to many of the others. You really don't have to worry too much about space to house them. I think sheep would be a pretty good answer, especially if you wanted to go into like fibercraft textile stuff with your magic. Hold chicken like football, yes. I think sheep is also a good like magic familiar, 'cause soft, woolly, curly, warm, and you get all this wool and stuff that you can, like, trade for things, or use if you learn how to spin it yourself, or things like that. Chickens, you do get eggs. Chickens have their upsides as well. I love how the song flowers have this eerie sort of music when you stand next to them. And they make these noises. It does very much fit the slightly dark, slightly spooky vibe of this game. Alright, time to plant everything. I need more pork trees. Okay. There we go. Okay, okay. Let's get more milk moss. Okay. Sleep and save. Also, if you have a chicken, it's like your personal attack bird. Chickens can be vicious little beasties. Not that sheep are incapable either. Bamber! Aw, Bamber. You're doing okay. I can ride Bamber. Okay, you've got a little bit more. Ooh, you drift real hard. Oh, you do not change directions well. The pig turns on a dime. Oh dear. Okay. So many chickens coming at you. It's like the it's like when you accidentally attack one of the cuckoos in Legend of Zelda game. Alright, I need to choose a village, I need to camp out in it, and I need to shoot like 9 more villagers. It's gonna hurt my public relations terribly. Aww. Monty, what are you doing out here? But I need to do it for the quest, so pet, follow. New bounce controls might have a sheep learning curve. I think that's one of the things where it's like, okay, now that you made the DM laugh, take an inspiration. I have no idea where I'm going right now. I don't want to go to the pig auction. I can't. I have a maximum of three of each type of animal, and my pig's pen is full. So, pig auction is not going to be for me. Okay. Let's see, what else is out here? Diggy holes. Alright. I still want to be able to get through all this, but I don't know how. My scythe is not powerful enough, and I don't think it's a material-like thing, because I used a better grade of metal to make it. I don't think it's a star rating thing. I could be wrong. Ah, it's all that. Anyway, you are the lucky villager. Hello. Goodbye. I've shot 2. Alright. So, technically I could... Ooh, wood. I could do it in a town where people broadly like me, and maybe I don't lose as much in some ways. Or I could do it in a town where people don't broadly like me, and so it's like, I'm not, like, losing access to your help for things. Because I never had it to begin with. So I suppose I could go to one of the, like, newer-ish towns. Oh, the Fine Fair stall is done. We should go and look on that. I also need to go into Simplewood and do a whole bunch of fighting stuff because I need more nymph wings. It is an unfortunate aspect of reality in this game that you have to go and do stuff to get what you need. Aurora effigy. I had not gotten that before. I feel like it's a bad idea to shoot the child. Let's not do that. Okay. So Fine Fair is where I finished a stall, and that's right outside Mellowbrook, which is a newer area, and so I think I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna shoot people with a slingshot. For fun and profit. A ghost told me to. I don't know what to give you for this. This is just what the game is telling me to do. I am innocent in this. Clearly. Alright, well, that's done. Yeah, I never go to these fairs. I'm really just doing that for completion's sake. Okay. Alright, where's my first victim? They're in their house. They're coming out. I don't think you count. You do not. You're not a villager. Oh. I'm sorry, Monty. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I have a blueberry. Yep. There we go. That's 5. Simple as that. You just take a little bit of a ding to how much they like you. Looks like there's a quest in here. I might have to go and grab that real quick before I go and shoot them again. Talk. Papa Russ Ebbers. Greetings. What's happening? I did something naughty. Want to beg forgiveness from the person I wronged. Could use some help getting a songstrel flower for a nice bouquet. Alright. I have that. Thank you. You're just getting a basic one, though. There we go. But a long life full of adventure and misadventure. Many a hob have I slain, so many roads I have traveled. I have loved, lost, lived, nearly died, and lived again. I'm not very good at anecdotes, though, and it is a funny story how that happened. Very funny. Alright, let's go see what you need. Are you the person who, he needs to apologize to? Why do people always wait until they're sick to come in here? It's so frustrating. What alternative would you suggest? I guess preventative care is important. It is a thing. However, when you need a curative, you usually know what needs to be cured, which means it's happening right then. Alright, seem to have lost your Rose of Romance in Mellowbrook. Accept. Alright. Well, I'm about to make terrible decisions. I'm sorry. Sorry. Why are you doing that? A ghost told me to! I have no other reason! A ghost just told me to. I've got 8 villagers. I need 2 more. Okay, so the Rose of Romance is in Mellowbrook, which should be... Is this Mellowbrook? Yes, it is. So it should be on the ground somewhere. I also need to find 2 more villagers. Just 2 more villagers. Just 2 more unlucky victims. You'll do. No, Monty, I'm sorry. See, the dog gets all my apologies. The people can have my apologies too, but, hold on, you're a little brat. There we go. Paranormal activity done. Hazelnut loves me so much, and I am putting that away. Don't worry about it. You want monster parts. I need so many of those wings, to be honest, and Ken Tiller wants help watering their farm. Okay. That'll help make up for all of the shooting and stuff. Buy some barley seeds, buy some sunflower seeds. It's all fine. It's all good. Glass jar. Okay, so I need to find that rose sitting on the ground. Play Where's Waldo with pixels. You've got something going on that I need to talk to you about, apparently. Okay. Where? Oh, cool. The crypt's completed. Everybody wants something. What's going on? Alright, Thomas. Psst, you're that gullible, I mean adventurous type. Yes, I am. I heard about a hidden treasure from a friend of a friend who met a man who had a dog who got some info from another dog who overheard it from a man. He told me this location description. Well, it went well last time, so, you know, I'll take it. Look at that in a second. I am still kind of keeping the eyes peeled. Oh no, I need to go to Queasy Does It and restock. God, there's so many things to do! Ah! What do you need? Oh, okay. It's because I, helped you. I'm good on the Choose Your Own Adventure books, thank you. Oh no, we're flashbacking. What are you doing? You're in a cave chamber. To exit, turn to page 35. You're in a cave chamber. To exit, turn to page 231. You're in a cave chamber. To exit, turn to page 101. Whoever writes mazes in these books is a sadist. Oh, God. 1 minute you could be raiding tombs, and the next in a snowy cavern having tea with a witch. By tea, I mean whacking her with a big +3 sword called Witch Bonker. Can you imagine a choose-your-own-adventure where every room is you're in a cave chamber, and then you're given a number of options for pages, and you can kind of go to those pages, and your best hope of finding a way out is either luck or remembering all the pages you've been, or cheating and hey, you led me right to it, good boy. Or you can just cheat and mark the pages, technically. That is an option. Okay, who needed the rose? Who dropped their flower? Right, it was the apothecary. Where am I? Here. Talk. Gift. Task. There we go. Alright, you are now friends with the greatest influencer in all of Quill. My beauty product knowledge is unequaled. Oh no. She'd have an Instagram if she only lived in a time and place with an Instagram. I spread word of my homemade creams and tonics via blogs. I tell Joe blogs and he goes and tells everyone else. Would you like to take a selfie with me? We stand by a shelf with my products and someone paints our portrait. No, another time then. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's a cosmetics influencer. Oh, this game. So tongue-in-cheek. Okay. What am I doing? Shimmering gold surrounds you on all sides. Water to the west. Orange shapes glinting east. You need some cunning to find it. Alright. Okay, cunning plots. Cunning plots. Yeah, that's the place to be. Okay, so I just need to go around and over and bridges. Let's go and see if we can treasure hunt. And then I think that might be pretty good for the day of streaming. Because it's been... Yeah, we're going on the 3-hour mark. Do you think that living forever is a bad thing to have? I'm going to say that's down to some of the very particular nuances of it. Because there are flavors of living forever that are, you know, just outright horrifying. There's the living forever where it's like, okay, are you outright just losing everybody you love? Well, frankly, that does kind of... I'm sorry to be a downer, but that does kind of happen overall, in a way. Just, you, and it doesn't even have to be like a tragic losing someone. It can just be you drift apart from people, you know? So, like, leaving that aside with the whole, like, living forever means losing everybody you love eventually. Okay. That is upsetting and sad, and I understand that. However, I think that there's other kinds of horrifying that could have. You could be the living forever where it's like, you live, but you continue to age. What does aging forever look? What does aging forever look like? Do you live forever but lose your mental, like, faculties? And so it doesn't matter? Do you live forever but slowly wither into a gnarled shape that can't really do anything and you're just trapped in that husk? Horrifying. 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 So that kind of living forever would definitely be bad. Now, let's say you take those things away. Let's say you take the ultimate elvish version, like a godlike immortality almost, where your physicality and your mentality do not degrade. Like, any of the potential problems of eternal life, don't worry about it. Physically, you're going to remain broadly the same as you are now. Mentally, you're basically going to keep your mind. It's going to be intact. You're not going to, like, lose memories. There's not going to be any kind of problem with a human mind handling that. Let's just put that right there. Let's just assume that. It's the kindest version of living forever there could be. There is still going to be a probability curve. Yeah, this is look 6 bajillion years old and go crazy. Yeah. You can't remember anything. Dementia sets in. It'd be awful. You basically would not be yourself anymore. It almost wouldn't matter. But okay, to take the kindest form of it. There is going to be a probability, like, event horizon where if you say that in a given amount of time, the probability of X happening might be a certain percentage. And maybe it goes up or down depending on, like, behavioral stuff or environmental stuff. The probability of you losing a limb. The probability of you breaking your back and becoming paralyzed. The probability of you being in a horrible accident of some kind. Okay, let's say that living forever includes a healing factor, so that all of those things are not worried about. Alright? The probability of you becoming horribly stuck someplace, unable to get out ever, also increases. So that in eternity, maybe it doesn't happen, or maybe it does, and there is no escape. Like, we can make this a bad thing. It doesn't have to be. It is not a guarantee. But it is one of those things where, like, over a long enough period of time, the probability of anything happen approaches 100% or something like that. Might not be a fully accurate way to put it, but just all those little things that by luck maybe you evade or avoid, or that are very unlikely to happen, and so, you know, they just kind of don't to you. The longer you're around and the more you're doing, the likelier it is they'll happen in many ways. So yeah, living forever might not be inherently and completely a bad thing in its own right, but it has a strong potential to become a actual nightmare. Depending in one part on the details of how the living forever works, and depending in another part just on sheer dumb luck. Now, that being said, I would like to maximize my time on everything. I have so much to do, and so little time to do it, I swear. So I understand the temptation. But, yeah, that's that's the long and short of the thought on it. Like, I will happily, like, read a character or something like that that's like, yeah, this character, this being or whatever, fictional, is immortal, lives forever. And I will not nitpick. I will not sit there and go, that's unrealistic that they've never, like, gotten stuck in a wood chipper or something. Accidentally. It's fine. Oh, I never clicked on this. It is fine. I never clicked on it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Oh, I've got so many challenges backed up here that I need to grab. You know, I never get all of these all at once. I can believe a show called Invincible has a character like that. That sounds like the kind of show that would have a character like that. If you've got a name like that, then and you don't have a character that is invincible, what are you doing? Ah. I'm just clicking at random. I'm probably not going to get anything. Hey, assorted flowers! I do like crates of assorted flowers. Alright, so I entered the Great Quillish Bake Off a while back, and I got Mystery Signstone. Okay, Vegetable Show. Slanted Stone Hut. Repaired Homes. Pigpen, got some resources. Oh, nice. I need those. Okay, excellent. Cleared Simplewood. Defeat Hobbs, 100. Bite me, says the Hobtooth. Rank 5 in Apothecary Reputation. Craft pies. I need to craft more soups, jams, stews. I've got, like, I'm so close on those. Sandwiches. I've crafted very few breads, desserts, probably because I don't have a lot of recipes for them. Oh, I need to purchase a good store at some point. I gotta own all the stores. I've gotta own all the stores, I think. But for right away, yeah. Yeah. I've got my one apothecary. It's doing okay. It's doing very okay, honestly. The profit's going fairly well for across the 7-day and everything. So yeah, I think it's doing fine. How's my combat? I've defeated a couple things in Midwood. Who even knows? They're weak against a tin sword and zinc sword. Yeah, which I have not been using. Because my copper sword is too good. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Head down here. And scoot around this way. Nice. Alright, so stuff is still growing. And I think once we go ahead and grab all of these, I think that's a pretty good place to stop for now. There we go. Okay. Alright. So in the spirit of the magical Q&A that has been happening, let's do one more quick one just to leave off the chat. If you could have one little spell, one little piece of magic that helps you in everyday life. I'm talking things that are chores or household stuff, daily things, writing, studying, anything like that. One little spell. What would it be? What is your quality of life increase ideal if you could have a single thing? This isn't necessarily my final thought or answer on it, but I think that it would be pretty good to have a small thing that's just mending, that just does minor repairs of things. Hole in the sock. No need to darn it, just cast the spell and get mending going. Never have to buy new socks unless you need it. Instant sleep. Yep. Just lay down and not toss and turn. Just be able to go, alright, night-night. And immediately you are in slumberland. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm so glad I can check these from here. I can give them from here? Oh, I gotta do it. No. Okay. A night's worth of sleepiness. Oh, even better. Got it. It's an instant refresh, not instant melatonin. All right, yeah. Night's worth of sleep in a second. There you go. It goes right back to that time dilation thing, except it's all internal. Time magic to help with the homework. Yeah. Did they give yourself more time to do it, or make time go faster while doing it, sort of thing? Mushroom. Oh, I've got pies to make. I just realized this is the pie symbol. Huh. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just go backwards to do it over. Yeah, okay. Yep. I can see that. Alright. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Everybody have a good one, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all of the interesting little thought experiments and questions. You have a good one, and good luck with it all. Later.